Give your child the right to disagree. Hey there. Today, we're diving into a topic that might sound a bit controversial but is super thought-provoking: giving your child the right to disagree. At this point, you might be thinking, what? Let my child argue with me? That's unacceptable. But hang on, this perspective might just change your mind. Is it good or bad for kids to argue with adults? Here's the first question. Should children arguing with parents or students arguing with teachers be seen as disrespectful? Honestly, many of us adults tend to think, if they argue, they don't respect me. But the truth is, a child who dares to disagree is actually showing something positive. When a child argues, it means they're starting to think independently. They're learning to stand up for what they believe in, which is the first step in developing critical thinking skills. Sure, their way of expressing themselves might not be perfect yet, and it's easy for adults to misinterpret this as rude or disobedient. Instead of dismissing their arguments outright, why not see this as an opportunity to teach them how to debate respectfully? By listening and guiding them, you can help them develop constructive communication skills. What to do when a child argues with adults? Now, let's imagine a scenario. A group of nearsighted students writes a letter asking their teacher to rearrange the seating. But instead of considering their request, the teacher gets upset, accuses them of being disrespectful, makes them tear up the letter, and forbids them from doing it again. How does that sound to you? If the teacher had taken the time to listen, she could have met the students' legitimate needs while teaching them how to voice their concerns more tactfully. That's exactly what parents and teachers need to do. Give kids the chance to share their opinions and show them how to present their ideas in a persuasive and respectful way. Most importantly, when a child challenges something, don't be quick to judge them as wrong or rude. If their point is valid, acknowledge it. And if there's something incorrect, gently explain it to them. Is teaching through authority still relevant? Do you remember the old saying, a child who argues with their parents is bound to be bad? It's been around forever, but it's probably outdated now. When we tell kids not to argue, we inadvertently teach them to stay silent and submissive. Later in life, will they have the courage to stand up for what's right or speak out against what's wrong? We often complain that young people lack life skills or creativity. But have we ever asked ourselves if they've been given the chance to learn how to communicate, debate, and express themselves in a meaningful way? If the answer is no, then we as adults share some responsibility. A message to take home. You know what? Kids these days are smart, really smart. They have access to so much information and often come up with perspectives that we adults might not even think of. That's why it's so important to listen to them and consider their viewpoints on equal ground. Teaching children isn't just about passing on knowledge or enforcing rules. It's about learning and growing together. When you show respect to your child, you'll earn their respect in return. Remember, giving your child the right to disagree doesn't mean letting them do whatever they want or accepting everything they say as correct. It's about guiding them to think critically, communicate effectively, and, most importantly, grow into confident and capable individuals. What do you think? Ready to give it a try?